What's happening, YouTube? Sunday night chilling. Got my Coca-Cola. Wife is in there making something for dessert that has cashews in it. I like that kind of stuff. Well, anyway, I just figured I'd spend some quality time with you guys, and I had a few listeners, a few people watching while we was live a couple of days ago. Kind of hoping that maybe somebody's gonna come in the room. I sent my notifications out and everything like that. I'm actually just sitting here chilling out with my old keyboard here. Trying to do a song for the wife. She really loves this song, but you know what? She just recently lost her singing voice due to the croup or something that's going around over there at my mother-in-law's house with the kids and all that kind of stuff, and our great niece and nephew, just sickly, bleh. They've got something going on. But anyway, I don't know how well that's going to be coming out, but anyway. The name of the song is Closer. It's by Elevation, no, Life Worship, and it's a good song. There are different segments in this song that are basically going to show you, that I'm basically going to show you what's going on in this particular song. At this segment when she says, "So I come," that is going to be the beginning or the marker where the song actually goes into a beat, and the beat is going to be a lot like this right here. Nope, gonna be a lot like this right here. Let's see here, and that is way too slow. So I need to be up around. Way up around 138 if I'm not mistaken. Let's see if I'm right. 136? 136, I think. Now the other segment that you're going to hear, but it's not going to come in right away, is going to be this part right here. is a segment of the song that was basically sequenced. So this is why I have the PSR 9000, because in the mode where I can step right the sequence of something, if you count, there is 1, 2, 3 guitars, 1, 2 keyboards, 4 guitars. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 4 guitars, 2 keyboards, 1 bass player, and a drummer. So you got 4 guitars, 2 keyboards, bass guitar, and drummer. 8 pieces, and then singers. And they've got quite a few singers. They've got like about maybe 6 singers. So they're a big praise and worship group. And we stumbled on this song, my wife and I, we stumbled on this song. And we enjoy singing it here at the house, but I'm not bringing it to the church until we actually get this song perfected, or at least one of us can actually sing this song. I can sing it, but this was actually for Hope. So we're holding out to see, if this tonic that we have been taking is going to help. It's orange. I'll get her. Hey, Hope! She can't hear me. She's out there in the kitchen. Anyway, hang on. I'll go find out what it is. Hey, please call me one last time. She is an orange white.
Just a second, I'm busy.
All right,
It's called, hey,
I'm broadcasting live.
it's called Orange Topeka.
All right, it's called Orange Topeka tea. It's by Lipton, and it has 1 family-sized bag of tea in it. It has 1 shot of lemon juice, 2 teaspoons of honey, and 1 shot of Jack Daniels. And you put all that in the bottom of your cup, add hot water to it, and drink it. And whatever you got, they say it's supposed to fix it. You got to do it every 6 hours. I'm not really studying too much on home remedies and stuff like that, but if you was to ask me, it would probably be apple cider vinegar, which is a much more viable solution for me, because that's what I do. Whenever I had trouble with my singing voice, I would always take apple cider vinegar. But anyway, those segments there that I had told you about when I'm in the sequencing or arranging mode, these voices and everything that we're talking about is just simply the keyboard, the acoustical nylon guitar. So that's that part. Let's put the bass in. Let's put the bass in. Pushing a little bit too much bass. Now, some of the other voices that you're not hearing. There's another 12 guitar here. All right, everything all together now. Everything all together now. All right. So all that together, right where she says I'm, okay, right there where it comes into the, where the beat comes in.
So I come back to where I belong. Hold in your presence into your arms. Father, take
All of those things I actually add in during the middle of the playback of the song. So right now you're only hearing keyboard, strings, a little bit of bass, but not the actual bass. Now you got bass, you got the drums, you got the keyboard, the same segment of the song I just showed you. All right, now I'm going to bring that all back for you. Bring that all back for you. So, before all that kicks in, a lot of these things are already off. So, of course, you're hearing this right here. Then I add in. So that's pretty much how it's all done. The sequencing and arranging can be done in real time, but just keep in mind and keep reminding yourself that each segment of this song has its own part. And as she goes through this song, as she goes through the song, it's basically going to be the intro, the middle, and the outro. So that would be a 3-part. But this song's got like 7 or 8 parts in it. So you've got that real, that kind of like that intro where they're in a soaking mode, and then that would be like 2 rounds of the intro, which is this portion right here, which is soaking, just getting us ready for the actual song. And this is also part of the intro.
I'm coming closer than I've ever been. Despite all my failure, you welcome me here. I look to you, I see the love in your eyes. Closer and closer you draw near to me. Your love surrounds me, my heart is set free. You take my fear, you give me life.
Now more parts are going to start coming in.
My sin and shame, they're at the cross. I'm letting go.
Now we're going to start the rhythm.
So I come back to where I belong. Hold me in your presence into your arms. Father, take welcome. Pour out my worship, my love.
So I just noticed that I'm not actually in sync perfectly with the song. So I'm going to back this up to probably right about here and get back in sync.
There at the cross, I'm letting go. So I come back to where I belong. Hold me in your presence into your arms. Father, take welcome. Pour out my worship, my love. My heart surrendered, I'm overcome. I'm sinking deep.
All right, so within 32 measures or 16 measures, I mean, you can usually determine whether or not you are in perfect sync. Most of the songs that they do are MIDI clocked. That basically means if you set the tempo on the keyboard or set the tempo on the metronome, some people are listening to click tracks. Click tracks are designed to keep us all in sync with each other. When you've got a keyboard player that's almost 50 feet on that stage over there to your left, or 50, or another guitarist 50 feet over here, the stage right, there's no way for them to hear each other unless they've got huge stacks behind them or great big monitors in front of them. I didn't happen to notice that these monitors were very big at all. But anyway, a lot of them have like hearing aids, sort of, but they're much more quality, better than hearing aids. They've got a little power pack on their, belt line behind them, or in their pocket or something like that. But that power pack keeps power to the, in-ear speakers, or headphones or ear plugs or whatever you want to call them, and that's where that click track comes from. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'll minimize this and let you hear exactly what a click track sounds like. I think it's none. Now this is something from Elevation Worship, which these are what I call resource tracks or resource files. And this one right here is kind of self-explanatory. I'll show you. You can see. If you cannot see, I apologize. But the resolution on this right here is, kind of bright. I don't really have a way to take down the brightness on this. But I can show you, pulling in a little closer. That's what those tracks look like. Now let's listen to what they sound like. Give me just a second. Yeah, babe.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Did you tell them I usually like to sing that song, but I've been
Oh,
so
yeah.
sick I can't?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hope's over here behind me on the bed, and she is wanting you guys to know that she truly, deeply wants to get this song. And we want to do it live at a church. So let's listen to. You know what? I don't think it's this track at all. I think it's another. It's another one. It's Do It Again. I think. Let me go up one folder. Go to that one. Go there. Yeah, babe.
Tell them that, hey, I'm taking an old-fashioned tonic, whiskey, lemon, and
Oh yeah,
honey.
we've already discussed the old fashioned tonic. But okay, so back here again, right here, if I actually could tone down the resolution on this or the brightness, which I don't think I can. Let me see here.
Hey, how's my phone? Is it working?
Yeah, your phone is still charging. But this is what a click track sounds like, guys. This track right here is basically the 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, and then down here is a 1 2 1 2 3 4. This is what you hear if you're wearing these little earphones. Let me go back to the beginning.
1 2 1 2 3 4.
So this is what they're hearing. It's 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4
1 2 1 2 3 4.
Walking around these walls, I thought by now they'd fall, but you have never failed me yet. So that's what they're hearing in the
1
ears.
2 3 4.
Waiting for change to come. So that's what they're hearing. While all this is going on, there's also a drummer that's hearing the same click track.
1
And this is the click
2
track to
1
Do It
2
Again.
3 4.
Go. So this is what they're hearing. And you know, later on, if you guys actually like to hear stuff like this and you want to see more of it, like I said, I'm going to do everything I can.
1 2 3 4.
I'm going to do everything I can to earn your subscription, to give you a little bit of insight on how music is done in the background so that, you know, everybody's in sync with each other and it sounds beautiful just the way it does. Yeah.
You'd be happy to know our son likes Christian contemporary music.
Oh, yeah, I know he does. I know he does.
Listening to it this weekend.
Hope was talking to me about our oldest son, Brandon. Now, I say oldest, I mean he
My
is
oldest.
our oldest child is what I meant to say. Brandon's 14. Allie, of course, she is 13 years old now. So, and they are both really deep off heavy into Christian praise and worship music, which is kind of cool because their mommy and daddy like to sing.
Yep, and they love to hear us sing together.
Yep.
They do.
So, anyway, again, we're going to take this, everything that we've had put together to try and get this song right here, which is called Closer. Now, what I'm going to do from start to finish, I'm going to go ahead and play this song so you guys can see how it's arranged, how it's done.
You might hear me sing in the background. I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you guys hear Hope trying to sing in the background, she may be off a little pitchy because her voice is still healing, okay? So, let's get it started. Let's get into it.
But that's my favorite song.
switch back in.
So I come back to where I belong. Hold me in your presence into your arms. Father, to you I come. Pour out my worship, my love, my heart surrendered, I'm overcome. I'm sinking deeper into your love.
Hey,
Now I want to show you guys something I think I might have missed,
oh my
but I
God.
want to show you guys something. Hang on just a second. Yeah, right here. When they come back to the keyboard player, watch.
Come back to where I belong. Hold me in your presence into your arms. Father, to you I come.
Watch in his ear.
Pour out my worship, my
Right there.
love.
He's actually got one of those,
Surrendered, I'm overcome.
he's actually got an earplug in. Alright.
Hey, believe it or not, hey, that's the first time I can actually sing without, like, my voice cracking. The home remedy worked, baby. I told you.
Well, my phone is screaming for its plug, so I gotta put the plug in. It was telling me that my battery was low. But anyhow, Hopi says her voice is back, so
It was not all the way back, but hey, this is the first time I've been able to sing without my voice cracking.
that's a good thing. That is a good thing.
My home remedy worked.
I'm gonna put your phone. I gotta put Hopi's phone over here on the other.
I am so happy.
There we go. Man, you should have heard her phone earlier. It was going nuts. Plugged in, unplugged, plugged in, unplugged. I mean, it was nuts. It was going crazy.
Because of the piece of crap.
But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this live segment. I really haven't seen a whole lot of people come into the room, but I know that a lot of you may watch this or end up watching it, or maybe some of you see the keyboard and say, "Oh my God, he's singing again!"
Mm-hmm.
But actually, I did not sing this time.
I did.
Well, wait a minute. That's not true. I did sing some. But if you guys would like, I'll plug in a few words or a few lyrics and let you guys hear something that I made a while back.
Check.
Let's go with that right there. A little bit more tension on the microphone. This is trying to take a dive on me. We want you right about
There. Come up on that. Check 1, 2.
Did you turn it off?
No, I didn't turn it off. I noticed that the last time that I did a live broadcast with my keyboard, I did see a lot of viewers, so a lot of you may like this. Just give me a comment, give me a thumbs up, let me know if that's something that you would like me to do. You know, sing some music and, you know, do some of the stuff that I do, that I like to do on my keyboard. This one I wrote years ago. But this is you know, it's a Christmas song, so y'all just bear with me for a second.
It's gonna make you cry. I'll tell you that now.
Oh,
I don't want to make you cry.
It's gonna make you cry.
all right. Now that I got everything set the way I
Want it?
okay.
Snowflakes dancing softly on the whispering wind. Chestnuts on an open fire remind me how things have been. Sitting in a rocking chair, singing Silent Night. Oh, holy, holy, holy night rings through the midnight air. Christmas in Dixie, it doesn't sound the same this year. Hark the herald angels, they lost their Yuletide cheer. Decorated houses, pretty Christmas trees. Christmas this year is lonely, how I wish you were here. You know how much your friends and how we love you so. And we still feel the same as we did years ago. Silver bells, the first Noel, sweet songs we grew up to. But the ones I love the most are songs that say I love you. Christmas in Dixie doesn't sound the same this year. Hark the herald angels, they lost their Yuletide cheer. Decorated houses, pretty Christmas trees. Christmas this year is lonely. How I wish you were here. Now, you know, I always thought that this song was destined to have 3 verses. But each time I try to write a verse, I remember how much it hurt to have that loved one, to have that special someone not here with me anymore. And whether it was my mom, whether it was my children from my first marriage, some of my old friends, some of the people I grew up with, this song was really meant for all of those people. And as I think back and remember to all the things that we did when we were younger, just got to realize we're all getting older. So Christmas in Dixie, it doesn't sound the same this year. Hark the herald angels, they lost their Yuletide cheer. Decorated houses, pretty Christmas trees. Christmas this year is lonely. How I wish you were here. Christmas in Dixie, it doesn't sound the same this year. And I wrote that song back in 2000. No, right on the year of 2000 or 1998, I believe. It was about time for my whole life to change, and it did. It changed, but it changed for the better, and I'm glad for it, because now I have my wife Hope, and she literally is my hope in more ways than one. She's my inspiration. She's my everything. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I look forward to doing it some more. If you want me to do it some more, I can do that. Let's see, I haven't seen any chat messages. How things after the storm going? Everything's going good, Jerome. Hey, Jerome, you remind me of somebody that I used to know from years and years back. Going way back to like 2001. But yeah, everything's going really good. We're getting caught up. The 34 is getting put together. I think I uploaded a video on that 34, those door panels, and got the back firewall to install to make the marriage between the back firewall down on the bottom where it comes up, and then there's a blue cosmetic ring that goes around that before it gets to the headliner. We've got to get all that dialed in. Got to get that header up over the windshield dialed in. Just everything is, we got a punch list. We've got to get it, tuned up. And my estimated time to completion with everything that I've got to do is going to be either Thursday or Friday of next week. But how's things going on with you there, Mr. Jerome? Where are you from? Okay, Virginia. Oh, you're a whole lot closer to Matt than I am. Matt Charrington's got, oh, geez, really? Wow.
Speaking of which, did you even call to check on Savannah like I asked you to?
No,
You
Why don't you call her?
asshole.
Why don't you call
Cause my phone don't have the SIM chips and SD cards in it.
her?
Stupid.
Oh. Well, I can give you the phone number.
No.
Well, we'll call her in a few
You
minutes.
just
Hey,
messed.
sorry guys. I'm sorry we got disconnected. That was horrible. The reason being is because I'm obviously using more battery, even though it's plugged in. I'm using more battery than I am, getting this thing charged up. But for some reason, it just, decided to say that's it. Can't broadcast no more. So it went kaput. Anyway, to wrap this live broadcast up, I just want you guys to know that, I really appreciate everything that you guys say. When you, type into the channel and give me your feedback, I appreciate it. And it just told me low battery again, so it's going to quit on me again. I appreciate you guys very much, and I hope to earn your subscription. If you haven't done so, hit the like button downstairs. Thanks, guys.